Hi, my name is Dr. Jacob Henriksen, and I'm here at my chiropractic office in one of my spinal decompression rooms. Now, spinal decompression, I just want to explain how it works. Because if you watch one of my prior videos, I explain how the spine gets compressed and how we stand and gravity pulls us down. And it does what we call axial compression, where it squishes the discs and it eventually leads to bulging and herniations, and how it eventually also leads to arthritic changes. Imagine like a sponge getting squished and dried out over time, right? That's what happens to the discs and happens to the bones. I want to explain how the spinal decompression tables work. So imagine that we have compression on the spine. This is a vertebra and there's a disc here. And over time, just by being alive, or maybe even traumas or things have happened, we get compressive forces squishing our spine, down, 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 like this. And this can eventually also lead to disc bulging and disc herniations, just like that, if you can see this, putting pressure on the nerve root. Now, the spinal decompression tables do exactly that. We end up strapping you in. This one currently is set up for your lower back. And then we also have the piece for the neck that we'd set up separately. But your lower back gets strapped in, your chest gets strapped in, and then the machine comes out and starts pulling the lower back, tractioning out that area, decompressing this squished and bulging disc, if there is one. And you don't necessarily have to have a disc herniation or bulge for spinal decompression therapy to benefit you as well. Because if you just have any compressive forces on the spine, which you would essentially just living day to day, it's really good to stretch that out and rehydrate those joint spaces. So the spinal decompression literally pulls apart the tissue, stretches the spine, stretches the low back, stretches the neck. This one's set up for the neck, and takes the pressure off of the discs, off of the nerves. And what this is doing is it's creating space within the joints so that you have more movement, more ability. More space in the joint, the better, because the more space we have, the more the joint can move and be mobile and flexible. Also, the chiropractic adjustments add in decompression. That's what the pop is from. And it allows the function of your spine to move better. So that's a brief explanation of how our spinal decompression tables work, and how, if you're having any sort of symptoms, even just general pain, that these can help you because there's compressive forces on your spine.